What's up, Dilly Gang? Another Remaker T2K episode coming to you live right here on YouTube. We're going to remake Usher's Bad Habit. I'm going to use FL Studio for this tutorial. This is Season 1, Episode 1 of the Remaker T2K series of remakes. I'm going to be doing 10 remakes out of the season, so this is 1 out of 10. And I definitely am interested in your feedback, so please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. It helps this channel grow. I really appreciate that. It's hard to make channels grow these days on YouTube, so with your help, you can help me get to that next level. I really appreciate that. So let's dive right in. Let's go into the screen. And I'm back in FL Studio. Surprise, surprise. I'm not using NPC Live. I'm using FL Studio. Just wanted to switch it up and just see what you guys think about that. So the tempos is 77 BPM. I got all the sounds laid out here. I'm going to explain them one by one. And I just want to give a shout out to the producers that are listed via Wikipedia, Pierre Medor and Lord Rosie. I hope I said your names right. Shout out to you guys and congratulations on your placement with Usher on the album Confessions 2. That has been released September 10th, 2020. I need to check out that album, re-listen to it. I was fascinated by the music video and classic Usher, you can't go wrong. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with a chord. So let's start it off. So I designed this patch on Omnisphere called the Bad Habit Synth. And I'm going to release that in a preset library later on called Chemical Season 3. And we're just going to do some chords. So actually I'm going to click them in. And we're going to just look for that right here. There's one thing I like about FL Studio over all other platforms is the ability to click the notes in. This is a much more easier process for me than it is on any other platform because it just works. It's easy to edit, it's easy to manipulate. You can move very fast there, and there's a lot of functionality. I haven't seen anything like this on any other platform, so that's one thing I really like about FL Studio. So we got some chords there. And now what I'm going to do, just to help me keep time, I'm going to add some hi-hats. I'm going to right-click on the hi-hat channel. I got an 808 hi-hat, and I'm going to fill in all the notes. And then I'm going to paint in some 30-second notes. I'm not producing in double time in FL Studio. Normally, I like to produce in double time. So if you multiply 77 times 2, you will get the tempo I would normally produce this at. But I'm going to take it easy and use 77 beats per minute. Let's hit play. Let's hear what we got. Okay, we got the hi-hat going in there, 808 hi-hat. Pretty standard. You know, it doesn't take a whole lot. Leaves a lot of room for Usher. So I'm just going to add a little bit of 30-second notes to the sync notes right here. And I got to go to the grid and go to 1/2 step. And that's going to give me a few extra notes there to put it down. Da-da-da. And let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a little bit right there. I don't need that velocity going up. You heard it go a little bit louder right there. Going to move it over to here. And let's add the synthesizer. So I designed another sound called Bad Bell for Chemical Season. So we're going to add that in there, and I'm going to play that in. I'm going to make sure that the quantization is back on step, which basically means 16th notes. And let's hear that. And I got that Omnisphere. We've got a bunch of Omnispheres running at the same time, but this is the Bad Bell, another preset that I designed. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. 2, 3, 4, ram. 2, 2, 3, 4. Let's add that snare. And we're gonna let's do that 808 cowbell. I'm just clicking that in on these notes here. Add a little bit of chorus and gated reverb to that to kind of give it that throwback flavor. That sounds good. And we're going to add a snare. And we're going to let that come around. You're going to hear that snare come in. I added some processing to make it cut a little bit more. And I'm going to let that ride. 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna add a little bit of ghost in there. add some ghost notes in there and just kind of play with it. This is my own adding to it just for fun. All right, that sounds good. Now we're going to put the foundation down with the Bad Habit bass, another preset I designed on Omnisphere. And I'm going to go and quantize it to half step to so it can kind of keep it with the glissandos that I play. And this is just a rough interpretation. It's not exactly how the bass line goes, but I just want to show you that it's just a synthesizer bass. And there's some low end in there. If you got some subs, you're going to hear that come through there. Let's put that down. 5, 6, 7, 8, and... Let's look at the notes there, see how clean it gets. I kind of played a little bit off. We're going to see if it... Yeah, I heard that was off a little bit. Let's look at those notes and to kind of do an analysis. We see that this is clean here. Oops. And we're just going to look it over and see what we got. Uh-oh. Let's bring that note down a little bit. Right there, that looks good. All right, we're basically in there. We're going to add a little crash cymbal right there. Right there, just a little crash cymbal. 808, it's all 808s. Of course, there's modified drum sounds in the original. I'm skipping that because I think you're getting the idea on how this beat's put together right here. Right? Sounds good so far. We added some effects. Now, we're going to do some dilly bass. Now, this is another preset I designed in Omnisphere called dilly bass. It's very similar to the one that's found in Chemicals. And you're just doing a simple bass line there. Going back to the simple steps so I don't over quantize or overdo it. And it makes sense, and I like this because you got a bass line and you still have 808 there, providing that good low end sub sound, which is good. We're going to add the kick. And let's just click that in, just kind of fill it out, see how it sounds. So I'm just clicking the notes in, and you kind of learn the patterns as you work with FL Studio. You tend to learn the patterns. Two, boom, boom. And you just follow through. Add that piano. That piano's kind of quiet. Let's put that up. We're gonna let it record. And I'm just ad-libbing the notes on what I kind of loosely heard. Take the piano out, now we got the verse. I love it's in a key I can sing in. You know, it's such a smooth vibe. I like that throwback vibe. It's like my pocket right there. Good sounds. So shout out to Usher's Camp and everybody there. And if you like this type of content, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment. Let me know if you like this type of content. This is the season 1 of REMAKERT2K, episode 1 of 10. 1 of 10. We're gonna do new stuff from 2020. Season 1 of 10. Let me know in the comments if you like this and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And before I go,